What's up, fam? This is Queen Navel coming to do a mid-monthly for you, my dear Cancers. All right, sorry, you guys. I've been out of commission for a while. I've been focusing more on the alchemy side of things, and it kind of like consumed me. I seen really great things, and I kept going, so I kept learning and kind of like was working on myself and working on a lot of different things in my life at the time. Still working on those things, and it wasn't until this Pluto retrograde it kind of brought me back to tarot. Plus, I got this vice versa tarot, which kind of guided me to like do a reading for you guys. All right, I'm gonna do a little different because one thing also I struggled with in starting back readings is the fact that my readings are so freaking long. And at first it was something that I just couldn't help, and now it's like something has to be done. So I did Taurus and Gemini so far, and I was able to cut down the readings tremendously. I'm not going to do the pick a card, well, not at least for the monthlies. If I do a pick a card, it'll be just a pick a card with a question behind it or a subject behind it. And I will do the charms, as well as I'm going to pull from the vice versa tarot, because I'm trying to get to learn this particular tarot deck, and it's actually really cool. I'm also going to pull from the Angel Answers Oracle, the Romance Angels Oracle, as well as the tea leaf fortune cards. So these two oracles, I'm going to pull from these two, and the Romance Oracle. But Cancer, before I started your reading, before I start the charms, there was some very interesting messages that was coming up, which was kind of funny. It's like you're waiting for something, or you're waiting for something to get approved, or you're waiting for something. And I kind of get a vision of like you laying on your side drinking a mimosa. Like, I was guided to make a mimosa with this, like you're treating yourself. But it's like, come on, like, be done. It's like something that's right there. It's so obtainable. It's you can almost like, you could feel it, you could touch it, you could see it, you see it, but it's like, it still haven't showed up at your door. And it's crazy because it's like, you can be watching it like, and it's like going like a second, like, like it's coming to you extremely slow. And it's like, come on, bitches. Like, like just come the fuck on. Like this is, it's just, that's the message that I was getting. Like, just come on already. And it's not like a real irritated. It's just like, can I get done with this so I can start this? Can we do this so we can start this? It's like, whether it's in your like, whether you're waiting on finances or waiting on a job opportunity, a business to start, a investor, a relationship to go to the next level, a vacation. It's just something that you're like, okay, I'm sitting pretty, I'm looking good while I'm doing it, I'm taking care of myself, I'm feeling myself. Can you get on my level already? Like, so we can like be great together. Can because greatness is coming with this. I'm getting like something is like Elizabeth Taylor like sitting on her side or something. It's just kind of interesting. It was kind of funny when that came up. All right, so let's jump into your charm, Cancer. Okay. So basically how I'm going to do the charms, I'm going to tell you basically, instead of a storyline, things that you should look out for, things that's coming in, things that you should be aware of, obstacles maybe, but I'm not going to do the storyline anymore. Like, it takes too long, and yeah. So I do see that some of you are like really, really, you're really focusing on your mental health. You're really focusing on your spiritual elevation, And it's funny because the vibe that I was getting versus like what charms came out is very, very interesting. And I'm sorry about the crystals being on the wheel. I didn't want to move too much because it was a totally different setup, but I wanted to do these videos. But oh, look at the beautiful roses that I got from Graham Flowers. It's a really good company, very reasonable too. But and I got my mimosa here for you guys because it was just like going with that energy. But I do feel like you guys are really, it seems like whatever you're into in your life, like whatever aspect is that you're focused on right now, because I see a different aspects, and it could be like different situations, or it could be just like all of this happening to one individual, because I do see cleansing out negativity. I see a lot of, like, you see the bullshit remover trying to remove the bullshit, especially when it comes to, you know, how people perceive you, your career, your even when it comes to yourself. Took a little sippy sip. Okay. Yeah, but I'm like, even when it comes to yourself, I feel like when it comes to like addictions, things like that, I feel like you guys are trying to remove it, you know, like it's like I'm done, like, you know, like I'm done with this aspect of my life, and I'm ready to move forward. I see some of you having a strong spiritual connection with someone that you even dream about, someone that constantly you connect with more on the spiritual level. And for those of you that's not happening to, I really feel like your dreams is coming together in many different ways. Like I see a lot of spiritual elevation. We do have like a lot of a mental activity here, mental health. We have clever girl here. I think that you guys need to, when it comes to like, because you guys are like, your wisdom is, I'm getting immaculate, but I'm getting like your wisdom is very, very profound. Like you have like borderline ancient wisdom, like, you know, like you're very, I'm getting a wise sage, very wise sage, very wise when it comes to like you, or you try to be when it comes to your decision making, when it comes to even critiquing yourself, when it comes to your, you know, you try not to be judgmental. If you was judgmental in the past, it's something that you work on. I am getting like out with the old in with the new type of feel, but we do have like you guys are having a lot of spiritual activity, especially mentally, a lot that's going on. Some of you may be psychics, empaths, things like that. Maybe even just like understanding, if that's not the case, understanding life from a spiritual perspective more than the people that's around you right now. I feel like the money is coming in. Some of you may be even bringing in more funds than certain family members, and bringing more, I'm getting profits, like a profit type of thing. So some of you may be like starting businesses, but I really feel like you guys are bringing in more to your family. You're focusing on yourself more, and you're looking pretty while you're doing it. Like I get a strong self-care, but because you are tackling the self-care aspect of your life, I really feel like there is an aspect where it's branching out and it's opening up another area in your life that is kind of not new to you. I mean, it's new to you, but it's not like, you know, like you being into spirituality and different things of spirituality. You're learning that you just barely scratched the surface, and now there's another aspect opening up. I do feel like you guys are the wise counsel for many people that's around you. And in my experience, Cancers really do give excellent advice, but rarely take their own advice. And I feel like that's something that you guys are working on, because every Cancer that I've ever encountered, male or female, give excellent advice, the most profound advice. Um, when it comes to relationships, business, they're very business savvy. I'm getting very business savvy, know how to make money, know how to network, have connections, with different people. We do have new friendships coming in, or having like a more profound or intellectual relationship with your friends, or bringing in more of a spiritual aspect, like friend group, or like intellectual, or both. Like, I'm really getting, or even someone that you can travel with. Like, I am getting that traveling, but I feel like it's someone that you can connect with on many different levels. Definitely incorporating your values and the things that you value in your day-to-day life, trying to incorporate it into if you have a job, really questioning yourself as far as what do you want to go in your career. Like, what do you want to do in your career that is something that you love and enjoy, and something that you value, and something that you want to pass down. I definitely get a lot of I'm getting the word legacy, like trying to leave a legacy, or develop something like that for your family, like really going in deep. I am getting a going in deep, which is something that Cancers sometimes talk about, but rarely, no, I'm not going to say rarely, because I do know some that do act on, but it's kind of hard sometimes for certain Cancers to act on it. It's something that they're aware of, and sometimes they could be oblivious to it, because they have egos too, especially if they're on the cusp of a Leo. Their ego kicks in a little bit, and they struggle with that as well. But I am getting that you guys are bringing in finances, really connecting on a spiritual level in your relationships, and not just in your intimate relationships, but your friendships as well. Trying to remove bullshit, but I do feel like there is something that is still dwelling in your aura. It's not completely gone, even though you want it gone. It's not completely gone. Whatever it is, it could be a career, it could be a job. Maybe you can't leave your job right away. Maybe you can't. You have an obligation to somewhere or someone, or and it's haven't completely left. Maybe you have something that maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's addiction, maybe it's something that and addiction is more than drugs. It could be alcohol, it could be drugs, it could be sex, it could be obsession, it could be anything of that nature. But it's something that you're trying to let go, but it's something that's still there. And it's something that you're working on, but I'm not seeing that you're not acknowledging it. I don't see that you're not taking accountability for it. I really do feel like Cancers, you're on a really good path of like trying to I'm getting walking like I talk it. Like, it's funny. But trying to like really live by your word, live by what you're putting out there, live by, like, in your day-to-day, like, not just talking about it, you're being about it. And I feel like that's a really, really good energy, honestly. Like, I feel like this is some really, really excellent energy. Some of you may be also putting down alcohol if you drink a lot. But I really feel like you guys are really taking the time to focus on your life purpose, focus on your passion, your love relationships, figuring out your partner's love language, figuring out, and it's funny because I'm a Cancer moon, and that's something that I'm going through right now too. But figuring out your partner's love language, figuring out what you value, how you want to be loved, how you, like, really focusing on you, but not on a surface level. I'm getting on a real deep level to where it's opening up a different a different aspect of your life or a spiritual side, something that you may be aware of but you're not used to, and it's coming on really strong right now. But I feel like it's some really, really good energy. You guys may have a connection when it comes to plants, flowers, earth-based things, like, maybe you're trying to get at the green thumb or something like that. It's something that you're being connected to. Maybe you're seeing it online. Maybe you're seeing it, like it's just something that you're connecting to right now that's an earth-based type of energy. Okay, so let's jump into your vice versa tarot. I'm really proud of myself. I've been really doing readings fast, and it used to be so hard. I couldn't do it at first. Okay. Kind of flew, so okay. Okay, so we got the High Priestess. Okay, that's self-explanatory with all the spiritual energy here. This is cool because look, it has the back side of things. But this is giving me Cancer energy, duh. But it is giving me Cancer energy. She's obtaining the knowledge. She is the embodiment of the knowledge and knowing, the intuition. Your intuition is very, very heightened. Your intuition is very, very heightened right now. I think it's kind of self-explanatory, especially with all this spiritual type of, intuitive type of energy going on here. Let's see what this book says too, because they have very, very interesting. Okay. This is a card of true wisdom that can only be found within. Established religions have their place, but when the High Priestess appears, trust your own guidance. This card indicates a time for silence, as with the Magician. The intent here is not to focus your mind, but to open your spirit. Seek peace and stillness in which you hear the inner voice and the voice of your deity. When you are ready to know more, the veil will be lifted. I found that very, very interesting because it gives me the energy of the charms of there is something that is basically you're aware of, but experiencing it is two different things. You're aware of the spiritual knowledge, but you working so much on yourself is opening up different doors that you're not used to. But you're aware that this may happen, or you're aware, but it's one thing to be aware and to experience. Okay, so these cards is falling everywhere. So let me move them really quick. Okay. All right, so let's do the tea leaf. Let's get you a message from the tea leaf fortune. You guys got Tiger and Lily. Spiritual love. Doing something risky. Taking a chance. Spiritual love. Kind of letting your guard down and allowing it to happen so that veil can be lifted. Which, really gives me that energy, that psychic energy, because this is I forgot her name, Lydia from Beetlejuice, and she was able to connect with the spirits, the dead, and it was her having to get used to that, but she was the only one that could do it. But yeah, that is some really interesting energy there. Okay, one else. One of them, oh, that was mine. Okay. All right, so let's get an oracle from the angel answers. Yeah, spiritual love. I really feel like you guys are really learning to love yourself for who you are, having patience. What type of groups you want to be around. Ooh, too many. All right. We have don't stop. Let's get another one. Take that risk and don't stop. Okay, this one flew. Listen to your intuition. Whoa. Listen to your intuition. All your cards is synchronistic. Very interesting. All right, so let's give a romance angel oracles for the love life. I'm doing really good with the time. I'm like really proud of myself. Let me know in the comments if it resonates. Okay. You guys got trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith in your relationship. Have faith that things is going to work out. Even if you want to part from the relationship, have faith that, you'll be shown signs. Have faith that things is going to work out. If you're getting into a relationship, have faith that things is going to work out, even if it may be rocky. If you're single and you're looking for someone, have faith that that person is coming in, and don't focus on that. They'll come in naturally. You're going to meet somebody that you could travel the world with, that you can tackle, weird situations, or, you can bond with over spirituality, or bond with over intellectual things and things like that. Okay, I hope this resonates for you, Cancer. This is your mid-monthly for the month of May. Let me know how the cut down of the time works for you too, because I know that I'm enjoying it, because I used to get drained, especially with certain signs. I used to be drained because the energy will be so negative. Let me know how this resonates for you. Please like, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Welcome. Welcome to the family. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading.